This time of year, sweet peas are really growing quickly. By the early summer, they're making 4, 5, 6 inches of growth a week, and they need something really substantial to cling on to. Now, we made a basic tripod of big twiggy growth to start them off on, but then we've also interwoven on one side of the tripod some small twiggy growths and woven them round and round so that they give small twigs for the tendrils of the sweet peas. They'll cling on to those twiggy growths and scramble up the other side of this tripod really successfully under their own steam. But the trouble is with leaving the tendrils on your sweet pea plants, you'll find that they not only cling on to the twiggy supports, but they also cling on to one another. And if the tendrils hold on to the flowering stems in one or more places, you'll find that that will cause the flowering stem to bend, and then you don't get nice straight stems for a vase. One side of the tripod, I'm going to let the plants climb up themselves by their own tendrils, but on this side I'm going to train the sweet peas in what's called the cordon method. Now, the cordon method involves taking off the tendrils from the plants and then tying the plants into their supports so that the plants don't waste their energy producing the tendrils and getting all tangled up together. And actually, if we take that off, all the energy will be diverted into the growing stem. So what I'm doing on this side of the tripod is using some canes, some straight canes, which I'm going to push into the ground here, in between the big main supports. The next thing to do is to go up, thin out the plants a little bit, take out some of the jumble of shoots, just to leave the strongest ones that you can train in, and then trace along the stem right from the bottom. The earlier you cut them off, the better, the less energy is wasted. With no tendrils on, you can then tie this stem to one of your upright posts. So just take some ordinary soft string, tie it first to the cane, once, twice to do a locking knot, and then take your stem and gently push it into position. Lightly wrap the string around the stem, just loosely tie that into position with a double knot, and then take another piece of string. You can't do this often enough actually. Loosely tie that in, double knot that off, and there we have our first stage in cordon training. You'll have to keep checking these every couple of days, cutting off the tendrils from the newly developing leaves and tying them in periodically up the stem. So I've got plenty to get on with.